Hello. Are we getting any sound through? Yeah, it looks like it does. Looks like it looks like my microphone's working. Cool. Cool. Hey. Welcome to the testing portion of the the show. Bell the Before. It's still a working title, alright? I don't know when the I don't know when the title is gonna come to fruition. I don't know when I'm gonna come up with a good, solid title. But hopefully I'll be able to come up with one soon, because it's weighing on my mind. So yeah. God, I have to fucking take a big test for my chemistry class soon, so I have to make this quick. Apparently it's very hard, very difficult. I mean, it's only like maybe 25 questions, but you know what? Why am I boring you with this fucking school talk? You came to this podcast to have a good listening experience. And while I can't guarantee a good listening experience all the time, I can at least try. And I think that by talking about my fucking chemistry class test, I think that's hindering my goal here, which is again to provide you with a somewhat decent listening experience. All right. I'm badly in need of content, good solid content, but you know what? I'm making it work. I'm just waiting right now for cuz my dog is outside. I'm waiting for him to just barge through the fucking door in my garage. It's still cold outside. I'm recording at night. Currently watching some fucking NBC. Is anybody gonna watch any of these fucking shows on NBC? Like, I literally just saw a promo for fucking this show with an all-black cast for NBC. It's called The Crew. You know? I know that there's another one coming out, American Auto, or some BS like that. It's just like, and it's like the same the same camera style that is being used on that show. It's like the same one from like The Office, you know, which is like that fucking camera that just pans around really quickly and like zooms in and out quickly, you know? It's like, why stop trying to replicate The Office? NBC, you did that once with Parks and Rec, and I'll fucking forgive you for that. And oh, look who it is! You want to say anything? You want to say something? Would you like to say something? Want to say something? He's drinking water right now. Let me shut this door real quick so it doesn't get tremendously cold. Oh, come on. Record the podcast. Come on. Come on. I'm not going outside with you. It's fucking cold, man. Come on. Come on. I don't know if you could hear that. I was going to shut the door on the garage and Rio just wanted to stay outside. And I'm gonna have to let him outside really soon, or else he's gonna start whining with his yap. What was I saying? Yeah, NBC, they try to replicate The Office with Parks and Recreation, and they succeeded with that. So, that's great and all, but it's like, I think 2's enough. You don't need a fucking mockumentary series about the fucking Rust Belt industries and whatnot. Stop it with this trash, NBC. Stick to The Voice. Stick to fucking America's Got Talent. With the fucking golden buzzer every time anyone tells a fucking sob story about how their mom died and their dad fucking has no legs and they have to fucking work 5 jobs just to support them. But they have this dream. And so it's like, yeah, you have to fucking give them the fucking buzzer and the fucking, you have to let them advance to the next round, or else you'll look like a dick. Because you're a celebrity judge, and it's like, fuck you, man. I'm glad Howard Stern left that fucking show. He was too smart for that fucking show. Alright, I don't even listen to him, but I've seen a few of his interviews, and I can tell that from his character, from his fucking, just him as a person, he didn't belong on that fucking show. But even when he was on that show, I think he played his part correctly as the mean guy, the quote-unquote mean guy, the fucking, who's hard on you and whatnot. Good for that guy. And fuck NBC. Let's start the show. Hey, this is Albert Orange, and welcome to the Bell the Before podcast with yours truly, Albert Orange. This is episode 28, season 2, episode 3, I believe. Oh man. 1 year I've been doing this. 1 year. And you know what? This is going to be the last episode because I'm going on a 6-month hiatus after bringing down the mood because I was talking about white people in Florida with Nazi flags. What? It's just so weird how we just did a complete 180. In World War II, we were fighting the Japanese and the Nazis. And now we have anime everywhere. And we have Nazis on the streets. Now, how does that happen? I'd really like to know. That's a good way to start any podcast. Talking about Nazis. You know what? The anime, I don't really have much of a problem with. Even though I don't understand most of it, I don't watch any of that. I think the closest thing that I've watched to an anime would be fucking Pokemon. But like even that I didn't even watch like regularly. Like it wasn't like a thing that would come up on the TV every once in a while. Like I don't know what channel you would need to fucking watch that. But I mean, I've looked up a few episodes on the internet, like on the Pokemon site. They have like these free episodes that you can watch or whatever. It's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. But even then, I'm not really that much into Pokemon. So I think it just turned out to be like a waste of time on my part, which I'm very good at doing. Very good at wasting time. Oh my god, I could waste so much fucking time if I wanted to. I saw this TikTok the other day, which was like a guy saying, the only thing that a man really wants to do is to do nothing. That's the only fucking thing that a man needs is to do nothing. Just do nothing. All right? Everything that a man does throughout his lifetime, he does it in hopes that one day it will all lead to just him sitting on a couch, watching TV, doing dick, which I understand is a term for nothing, just dick. When did dick turn into nothing? I I don't know. I know dicking around just means it can mean horsing around, right? Right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Um but yeah, that's very true. That is very true. I love doing nothing. I love doing nothing. Some people, they can't fucking go a day without doing something productive. It's in my nature, just me personally, to just do nothing. To be lazy. To, like, just not put any effort into anything. That is my nature. Which is, it's a blessing and a curse. Because if you do have like a good productive week and then spend a day doing nothing, that can feel really good. But if you spend an entire week doing nothing, but then have like maybe only a day's worth of, productivity, work, school, whatever, well then that's where depression comes in. And I've had my fair share of that as well. But you know what? Last week, it was a productive week for me. I spent some time on the podcast, as you might have noticed. I've posted a few clips on Instagram and YouTube. Go check that out. All right, BTB Pod 21 on Instagram. That's BTB POD 21 on Instagram. On YouTube, it's just my name, Albert Orange. Right? So go check those clips out from episode 27. Talked about Turkey and the playoffs. And you know what? We'll get to football in a second. But I mean, I was saying, yesterday it was a very productive week because I spent time on the podcast. I spent time, doing school and just trying to catch up. Not catch up. I wasn't. It's not like I was missing out on some schoolwork to do. But just staying on top of everything, you know, keeping in line with the due dates and whatnot. You know, I had a test. I had a logic test the other day. Fucking aced it. I knew I aced that test before it even got graded. Like, that's how good it was. And that was on a Saturday. So I aimed to fucking do all my work on the Saturday so that on Sunday I would just have all that time to watch the AFC and NFC championships and do nothing. And that, you know what? Yesterday it was such a good fucking day because I had nothing else to do that day. I mean, yeah, I might have done a little extra work with the podcast and whatnot. Uploading clips and whatnot, But aside from that, I had no fucking worries. It was just me on my couch watching football. God. Oh my God. It felt really good. Plus I had some pizza from Costco as well. It was a very sloppy pizza though. It didn't taste that good. So that was a bummer. But anyways, while we're on the subject here, let's just talk about the AFC and NFC playoffs. And these last weeks of football, these last couple of weeks, it's got to be some of the best football I've ever seen. It's gonna be a year to remember. Every single game here was exciting, both the divisional rounds and these last two games that occurred on Sunday. So let's talk about it. All right. Bengals and Chiefs. I thought the Chiefs were gonna win. That was my prediction. I was wrong. The Bengals, the fucking kitty cats from Ohio, Cincinnati, of course. They clawed their way to the championship. See what I did there? And that's the fucking Shooter McPherson. I think that's his nickname. He fucking came in clutch at the end. But throughout the game, it was just pick after pick after pick. And then a pick after that. So many picks. Oh, man. And, I thought the Chiefs were going to win once again, but I couldn't help but root for the Bengals. I just couldn't help it. I saw them as the underdog in that game, and they did not play like it. They played like an equal competitor. How many shows is Chris Redden? Jeez, what the hell? What is this? Oh, it must just be the Keenan show, starring Keenan Thompson. Okay, it's back-to-back episodes. I'm on NBC right now. Fuck NBC, sure. But I'm currently watching the Keenan show on the thing. I don't know how good it is. It looks good. It looks aesthetically good, but then again, I have the TV on mute. So, anyways, what was I talking about? Bengals. I fucking forgot. Right. Well, in any case, I couldn't help but root for the Bengals, and I remembered like they made a pick like in the middle of the game. Mahomes, he just lofted the ball right down the middle, and I fucking forgot who it was who caught it. But when he did, I mean, he was wide open, and he made the pick, and I stood up alone in my living room. I stood up, I jumped up, and I put my hands over my head, and I was like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on? Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The guy was wide open. Oh man, that was that was a treat to watch. And the Rams game with the fucking 49ers, it was less exciting, to be honest. That stadium looked really nice though, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, SoFi Stadium, ah man, it makes me want to go visit that fucking stadium. Just seeing that fucking, oh my god, how big it is and how fucking, oh man. Please don't take that clip out of context. And I like the opening too. Like they brought the guy from fucking WrestleMania, or it's that guy who went like, "Let's get ready to rumble," right? And he said that during the opening kickoff, and in my mind, I'm just like, I love this country so much. I'm not even a fan of wrestling, but in that moment, I felt more American than ever before. I was eating pizza with a Capri Sun, watching a football game, a kickoff to a football game, with a guy saying, "Let's get ready to rumble," to a fucking stadium full of LA fans, just football fans. That was a special moment. That was more American than the fucking national anthem that was played right before. Did I say plebe? Oh my god. Played right before that. Okay? That was more American than the fucking national anthem. If you take a knee during Let's Get Ready to Rumble, that's where I have the problem. Why am I talking about that right now? Let's keep it lighthearted. But in anyways, man, LA Rams, 49ers. Can you imagine? I actually felt sorry for the Niners. I actually felt sorry for the 49ers. I don't know why. I shouldn't. I shouldn't be sorry. But still, I mean, it would have been interesting to see Garoppolo and Burrow at the Super Bowl. That game would have been interesting in my opinion, but it is what it is. Again, Rams showing that great defense, solid offense. It was just a solid game on their part, just all around. So, and I mean, they had their their down point, I think. Because I think they were losing, but they made a comeback, right? Is that what it was? Am I remembering that correctly? Let's see. I forgot the score. God damn it. NFL. Just type in NFL. Let me refresh my memory here. If my phone will even fucking... Let's see. Let's see. It was 17-20. Right. Right. Yeah, it was 17-0 or 17-7. Yeah, and then the Rams, scored an extra tutty, extra two tutties, right? Or was it a touchdown and extra point with two field goals? I think that was it. Yeah. In any case, solid game by the Rams. I would have liked for them to score a little more, but I mean, they played all right. Okay, Cooper Kupp, he dropped one, and that was rare to see. That was the first time I've seen him not catch a football. So yeah, there was that, but he shook it off. Any picks that the Niners made, Stafford shook him off. So, and there were also a lot of picks made during that game as well. Could have been more if like, because I think both of the teams like were so close to making picks, but they just couldn't for whatever reason. So, in any case, I think it's still gonna be the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I'm still betting on them. Well, I'm not betting any money on them, but you know what I mean. I still think it's going to be them. Even though I'd like to see Cincinnati win, just because they haven't won one in a long time. I'm still sticking with the safe team. It's gonna be like with the AFC game. You bet on the better team. And, if the underdog wins, that's great. But if you win, that's also great. So, we'll see. I mean, does anyone consider the Bengals to be the underdog here? Because, I mean, something about them just doesn't scream out that it's their year this year, but I'm not sure. Am I just not illiterate in football stats and whatnot? I mean, the Bengals did good. They held the line and whatnot. It's just, I don't know, man. Maybe I just have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe I should consider that to be the case. Anyways, so that's enough football talk. I said the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl, so we'll see that in 2 weeks. But then we'll know the answer. If the Rams win, I will be right. And if the Bengals win, then good for them. I really would like to see the Bengals win, actually. But I'm sticking by the Rams. I think they're too solid to fail, too big to fail. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't go well with that doesn't go together with football. Let's change topic here. Um, oh man, I don't know what to talk about. Huh. God damn it. I want to change topics, and then I didn't have a topic to change into. That might be a problem. I don't know. How interesting was your day? You, the listener, who I can't hear, and who currently can't hear me as I record this episode. I'll tell you the only interesting thing that I thought of today was that I took the song "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain" and I made it so you can sing it as a fucking in a certain melody that I won't name because I know it will drive people crazy if I even just mention the name of this song. What am I talking about? She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. You guess what song I paired that with. Okay? It's a baby. Ah, fuck. It was Baby Shark. Alright? That's what it was. That was my interesting thought that I had for the day. You could sing "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain" in the same tune and rhythm as you can with Baby Shark, okay? That was my interesting thought. Which, can you even count that as interesting? I don't know if you can. I don't know if you should. I definitely don't. It was just a thought, alright? It was just a premise. Speaking of premises, right? I thought of this, this is gonna sound like I'm stoned. But last night, I thought of us Seahawks fans being like the Chinese government. Or just any oppressive government that just erases information from the public, just bans information. You know how like the Koreans, North Koreans specifically, just like they're never gonna teach proper American history. They'll always label us as cannibals and fucking human brain eaters or whatever. American dogs. So that's what we're called in their math problems. We'll always be the American dogs. How many American dogs do you have left? If you have 5 and arrest 3. Fucking sounding psychotic here. Yeah, so Seahawks fans are oppressive with information whenever it comes to whatever happened with after the 2014 NFC Championship. It's just like, that was the last game. All right. the 2014 NFC Championship ended in a Packers loss. We beat the Packers, and that was that. That was that. You know? And whatever you hear from the other side, okay? Just whatever you hear, it's not true. It's not true, especially if the other side sports the stars and stripes. Okay? And you could apply that with like China, you know. Like I think didn't they I don't know if the meme is true, how true the meme is where it's like they just banned any information on like whatever happened in Tiananmen Square. And it's like, you know, nothing happened that day, so don't worry. Whatever you hear from the other side is not true. Okay? So, you know, you kind of compare the Chinese government with the Seahawks fandom. That's the premise. That's the comedic premise that I came up with. Still trying to figure out a way to word it correctly. But in any case, there you go. Those are my two interesting thoughts that I had recently. There was no NFC Championship that year either, okay? Nobody won that game, right? It was canceled. Nothing happened with the NFC that year. The NFC they didn't play at all. The 2014 season, no teams from the NFC played, all right? That was that. Okay, the Seahawks had their second good year. They won the NFC Championship. And then they won the Super Bowl in 2013. Then they had another good run in 2014. They won the NFC Championship, and that was that. Okay? That was that. Now you might be asking, well, whatever happened to the Super Bowl? They didn't play in the Super... you know what? Don't believe in American propaganda. Don't believe in that New England propaganda, okay? Just leave it alone. Don't ask any questions. Go back to your factories. Make some more jerseys for us. Make some more Lynch jerseys. Okay? 24. Write it down. Memorize it. That's my stoner moment, everyone. I don't have any show notes for this week. I didn't write any. So, yeah, I'm gonna lose out on some time from that. I don't know if like the sound is a little different right now, cuz right now I'm lying on my couch. Like not like in the fucking, you know, in the movies where it's like the character is just lying on the entire couch. No, I'm just kind of slouched on the couch. I'm slouched on the couch so as to not feel emotional ouch. All right? Even though I'm not emotionally hurting in any way whatsoever. I just said that for the rhyme. Okay? And I'm trying to stall for time. Because I'm trying to earn a dime. because then it'll all be fine. And then maybe somebody will call my line saying, "Hey, you look mighty fine." So baby, be mine. And I'll give you a chime. Can you supply me with your chime? What am I talking about? Oh man. I was almost about to fall asleep on the couch. Right there. My eyes were getting ready to close right there. So, that was an experience. I hope you enjoyed that. See, I do it all on this podcast, okay? I'm a sports commentator. I'm a rapper. I'm a singer. Okay? And I'm a social commentarist. That's not the right word. Social commentator. There you go. A sports commentator and a social commentator. Okay? There you go. And I'm a singer and a rapper. So there you go. Anyways. Should I do it? I think I should do it. Let's talk about a few commercials that I've seen over the AFC and NFC playoffs. Let's judge them together. Let's see if they're good or bad. However, it'll only be me who will be judging. Not you. Because only my opinion matters. So here we go. Let's get into this new edition of commercial review. Okay, so there were a few commercials that played during the games, okay? And I'm just going to go over a few, okay? Not too many, but just a few. Now, there was one commercial, just before we get into anything, there was one commercial that I was going to review. And I when I was looking up the commercial so that I could record a little sample audio to put into the podcast, I came across a YouTube channel, and it was this guy whose name goes by Petro. That's PTRO, as in petrol without the O. But this guy, he makes some satire videos. He basically takes a few commercials, and he does a voiceover, and he kind of makes fun of the commercials, and critiques the commercials and whatnot. And he did a funny one for an Indeed commercial. Okay, you might have seen it. It basically goes like, "Hey, It's like a voiceover of a woman going, "What if your resume could adapt? What if it could improve? What if your resume could adapt to you?" Right? And so what this guy was saying is like, well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to say what he said. Okay, I already posted his video on the Twitter page. And I tweeted it last night, I believe. So you know what? Go check that out. All right, go check out his video. I think it's funny. You know, maybe his comedy might not be for everyone. I don't even know if you want to call it comedy, but in any case, maybe it might not be for anyone. But go check him out. All right, go check him out. That's Petro on YouTube. Okay. But anyways, what I was gonna say, apart from just like critiquing the commercial, which this guy already did, is that like the questions that were said in that commercial, you know, what if your resume could adapt and improve? That is something that a fucking stoner would say. Right? Like, you know, I've been thinking, bro. You know, they'd be smoking a doobie just like a guy and his friend. Like, I've been thinking, bro. And then he would just like pause for like 2 minutes before his friend would be like, "What are you thinking?" And the other guy would be like, "What? You said, you know what I'm thinking, bro?" And then he just like tapped out. Oh yeah. What? So I said I was gonna. Okay. You know what I've been thinking, bro? What's that, dude? What if your resume could improve? What? What if your resume could adapt, bro? Dude, that would be sick. I know, bro. That would be fucking sick. You're tweaking right now, dude. Oh, no, man. You're tweaking. What are you even talking about, bro? What do you mean, bro? I don't know, dude. You're talking about resumes and whatnot. What? You're talking about resumes, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Like what if your resume could adapt? Dude, that would be sick. Oh my god. Dude, what if Jimmy Fallon could have a resume? You're tweaking right now. And you know, it will be like a conversation like that. So, oh my god. That was basically the commercial right there. It was just like without the fucking. They basically just took a stoner conversation and they put it in a fucking script, and they just had some fucking voice actor just go in and say, you know, just like a bunch of fucking stupid shit. So, anyways, that was the Indeed commercial. Okay, that I wanted to talk about. So there was that. So now let's get into the actual commercials. Okay. I have two good commercials from let's see. What the hell did I put down? Okay, there was this commercial, okay? And I'm standing back up right now. There were a few commercials that were playing in the past few months, maybe the past year or so. It's you might have seen these, okay? It's a few progressive commercials, and every time one of these comes on, I get well, they were a bit confusing at first to understand because I didn't get them. But now that I search them up, now that I actually pay attention to these commercials, they're actually pretty funny. So, what I'm talking about here is the Dr. Rick commercials, the Dr. Rick campaign from Progressive Insurance.
Someone's not doing their job.
Okay, let's keep going. Shopping for the game can be a minefield for young homeowners who have turned into their parents.
Can you believe how many different types of water they have in this aisle?
You might have seen him. It's this guy, basically, and it's like he teaches a bunch of grown adults how to not become their parents. Okay? And so in this commercial, it's this guy who's like going through a supermarket, and this dude, Dr. Rick, he's like a Dr. Phil, but just relatable, right? And so he guides this dude in the supermarket, and he's basically like just stopping him from saying a bunch of fucking weird grown up shit. You know? Like at one point he like the dude is like going up to the manager and he's like, that Rick guy in or that Brian guy in the grocery aisle, really helpful. And Dr. Rick is like, you know what, let's stop bothering him, come on, let's go. So it's just little stuff like that, and it's very simple. It's a very simple premise that nobody acknowledges, because grown-ups are fucking weird. Okay? Why do they feel like they should let a manager know how their employees are doing? That's the manager's job, motherfucker. So that's what these commercials nail, and I can't believe I haven't gotten to these commercials earlier. But as I said, I don't pay attention. So there's that. Overall, the PCU, the Progressive Commercial Universe, is widening, and I think it's going very good for them. So good on them. And also, I just a special shout out. I saw a commercial the other week with it was Flo, and it was her going up to her sister's mansion, and it was basically like her sister. I think it was the actual actress who plays Flo, just playing Flo's sister. And it's this fucking city girl with just like a rich, spoiled girl who has a baby on her fucking, chest, right? Like, those fucking, what the fuck do you call those things where it's like, it's this thing that lets you like carry your baby without using your hands, and it attaches to your like shoulders or whatever. That thing that, it's like that thing that's fucking Sacagawea used. But, because like it was like a sack or whatever that she used, and, she put her baby in it and just like put it on her back like a fucking backpack. But in this commercial, it was in the front. I should just stop explaining stuff. I'm really bad at it. And it it was just her trying to get Flo to get the baby asleep by talking about insurance, which, to Flo's credit, I think she does a great job at explaining progressive insurance. So there you go. Very creative commercial there. What else? 10 out of 10 from Progressive Insurance. That's a good one. And also another special shout out to Liberty Mutual. They had this commercial where it was Doug and Limu Emu, except Limu Emu wasn't with Doug at first. Doug was in a park talking to a stranger on a bench on how good Liberty Mutual Insurance is, right? And he tries to call Limu Emu by fucking getting a whistle hanging on his neck, and it's supposed to be like a bird calling whistle or whatever, except that he has a bunch of them on his neck, so he ends up calling Limu Emu, or like a bunch of other birds from using the whistles. It was actually pretty stupid, because why would he have a bunch of random bird calling whistles when he only needs the one whistle that would call for Limu Emu, right? It's like, why would he have a whole like 10 other ones, you know? But in any case, it was quite a sight, I guess. Anyways, you might have seen that one as well. I thought it was cool to see. I always love those commercials with Doug and Limu Emu, or as Liberty Mutual Insurance calls them, Limu Emu, and Doug, right? So, yeah, special shout out to that one. And last but not least, we got fucking a Geico commercial. We have two Geico commercials here, all right? The first one, let's talk about the robot commercial. You know, the angry robot commercials.
What is an overpass? Come on. Question, is that an S or a 5?
I think it's a 5.
I thought so. Frustration loading.
Right? Which is like, just like this robot, and he's trying to pass this fucking "Are you a robot?" test, you know, that everyone's taken. You know, whenever you sign up for a new Google account or whatever, it like puts up a bunch of pictures asking you to identify the fucking bicycle, you know. And so yeah, it was just this robot just trying to solve one of these fucking tests, and you know, he fucking attacks the computer with his lasers coming out of his eyes. And then after a while, you know, he's in a coffee shop, and the fucking barista, you know, gets his coffee, and but of course they spell the name wrong, and he's like, you know, vanilla latte for Rob Ott, and it's like, it's on the cup, it's spelled Rob, then OTT, and then the robot gets angry, you know, and he fucking lasers the coffee cup, which is pretty interesting to see because the coffee cup didn't get knocked over at all. It didn't even fall over. He fucking shot lasers out of his eyes, made a hole in the coffee cup so that the fucking coffee would spill out, and yet the coffee cup itself didn't get knocked over. So, I don't know about that, Geico. I mean, attention to detail isn't really there in that regard. So, and you know what? That's starting to become a recurring theme in these Geico commercials, because there was another commercial that I wanted to talk about. And you might remember that one commercial where it was like this couple talking about their house, but they're kind of annoyed at the Muppet who's drumming in the basement, right? So they did another one of those, but instead of Muppets, it was this couple who was annoyed at these birds that were smashing into their windows and smashing up their garden and whatnot. And it turned out that these birds were actually angry birds. Oh man, that was pretty interesting to see as well. And it was, it was just a couple talking, and then all of a sudden, it was the main angry bird, the red one, just not even smashing through the window. It fucking hit the window behind them and just kind of like, made a boom sound, right? And just fell down to the ground. And then it was the yellow bird who did the same thing. And then after that, it was the black bird who knocked over a plant pot. Except the black bird is supposed to explode. Now, the blackbird doesn't have to explode. Well, actually, he does explode. He explodes on every, you pull the slingshot in the game, and you can make him explode at any time while he's in the air. But when he lands on the ground, he explodes anyways? Is that how it works? Or does he only explode when you make him explode midair? Is that how it works? In any case, he should have exploded. Like right before he hit the plant pot, he should have exploded. That was his function. That was his thing. And I think Geico missed an opportunity there. Same with the yellow bird, right? Because, like, you can make him go, like, fast. But, I mean, I would have forgive that. Because the yellow bird and the red bird are just, like, basically the same bird. Except that you could just make the yellow bird go fast. And, like, you couldn't really tell the difference between the red bird and the yellow bird in the actual commercial, so I would have forgave them for that. So, well, actually, I do forgive them for that, but, they could have made that blackbird explode. So that's the only issue I have with Geico. It's just, I don't know, I think they're lacking on the detail, so, but anyways, we have a dishonorable mention, okay, that I would like to talk about. And this doesn't even go in the official list of commercials that I wanted to review. So far it's been the what the fuck is it? Oh right, the Dr. Rick commercial and the Geico commercials, along with the other commercials that I've mentioned on the honorable mentions. But you know what? This commercial is so bad. I'm not even going to put it in the dishonorable mention. I'm just going to put it as a commercial that you just should not watch at any cost. Okay? This commercial is so bad, it doesn't belong on any list. Because you know why? It shouldn't be existing, period. Okay? And you might have seen this. You might have seen this quite a few times. I know I have. It's one thing to watch a commercial and just hate it when you watch it. It's another thing to not even be watching it at all. To not even be watching TV. But you can still hear the fucking commercial and you still hate it. And that's my fucking bone to pick with this fucking commercial. I'm talking about the fucking Old Navy commercial with fucking families doing choreographed dancing through the fucking beach pier, the fucking movie theater. Okay? Look it up. Look up Old Navy dancing family commercial. Okay? I'm not even gonna put the audio in during this fucking recording. Okay? Because it sucks. It sucks! Okay, it's the worst commercial that I've ever seen. It's the worst I don't know what it is about just people having fun, but I hate it. I hate it. You know what people having fun in public is like for me? It's like observing. I'm not gonna say observing. That's gonna make me sound creepy. It's like watching PDA. Okay? It's like a couple doing PDA, and it's uncomfortable. Okay? Public joy is just stupid. Okay? I don't want to see it. It's exactly like PDA, bro. Like, I don't want to see it. Okay? It makes me uncomfortable when I see it. If you're gonna do it, that's fine. Just leave it at the door. Okay? Don't do it in front of everybody. You know, we're just trying to enjoy ourselves, but just on the inside, okay? There's no need to express it on the outside, okay? Don't smile, don't laugh, don't fucking be happy, and don't fucking dance. Okay? Don't get your fucking family and do a choreographed dance in front of everybody at the fucking movie theater, okay? I'm running out of breath. Just, I'm so worked up from this fucking thing. Oh my god, I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I don't like watching people dancing. It's these grown adults with their kids, and they're all doing the same goddamn dance move. I don't know what it's called, but it's just like they're walking and they're going side to side, and oh my god. They have these fucking sunglasses on and eating popcorn. 3D glasses, whatever. All dancing to a fucking Maroon 5 song or whatever the fuck. It's stupid. I don't like that. Okay? Old Navy, thanks to you, I'm never gonna forget that commercial. Okay? Which I know it's what you want me to do, to never forget your commercials, but I mean I'm just not gonna look at it favorably. Okay? And by the way, I've never even liked your products. Okay? I don't understand why you need an entire store dedicated to only selling products with your fucking brand name on it. Okay? Be a normal store. Be like everyone else. You can sell your own products. That's fine. But just, just fucking sell other people's products, man. And you know what? Maybe you do, and maybe I'm just ignorant. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. Because I can't remember the last time I've been to one of your stores. But in any case, you still suck because you made the worst commercial on earth. Okay? It offended me. You offended me, Old Navy. Because you attacked my joy phobia, okay? You attacked me. You exploited me. And I'm never gonna forgive you for that. And anyone who's been involved in making that commercial is gonna get fired. Okay? I'm gonna talk to your upper man. I'm getting my phone right now. Fuck you. I'm talking to your upper management. I'm talking to your supervisors, your project managers, your advertising agencies. And I'm gonna tell them all to fire your asses. Because honestly, you're just sad because you're old. That's right, you're old. Okay? You have old in your name. And you're just jealous. Because you're old. And I'm young. So, fuck you, I guess. Okay? Okay? That's gonna be it for the Bell the Before podcast. So, let me pull up my language list just to say goodbye in a different language because I'm cultured. You know, I've been trying to get cultured ever since ever since Twitter told me to do so. So let's go with Croatian. Okay? Let's see this. Dovidenja. Okay, Dovidenja, guys. Bye. Follow my YouTube page, Instagram, Twitter, BTBPod21. Follow me on Twitter, Albert Orange 007. You know, like that sexist guy. He should be played by a black man or woman. Okay? Stop it with the white guys. Okay? White guys? Stop it. Okay? Bye.